Right, welcome back, and as we promised you, we do have three special guests in the program. Well, we bring you different people who come up with different inventions, and especially people who come up with new technology around the world. We bring you updates and all that in Rise and Shine. But today we do have a set of students who have actually brought victory to Sri Lanka with regard to the International Robotics Challenge competition, and they are Kasun Rangapala, Prasanga Alawatta and Chathushka Hendalage. Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
So, with regard to the International Robotics Challenge competition, so this is a worldwide competition,
Yes.
and before we go into details of what the competition is about, I think it's good if you all can mention who you all are. Just tell us about yourselves.
Yes.
In the first place.
I'm Kasun Rangapala, and I'm a student in Open University of Sri Lanka, Navala. So, I'm from actually I'm doing computer engineering in Open University. So, yeah.
I'm Prasanga Alawatta. I'm studying electronic engineering at SLIIT Malabe, and now I'm in third year.
I'm Chathushka Hendalage. I'm also studying electronic engineering in SLIIT. I'm also in third year, and we have other two members also in our group.
Right.
Unfortunately, they couldn't be here today. Their names are Channa Pinnawalage.
Okay.
And the other one is VIthakshana Pathirathna. Both are from SLIT.
Okay, interesting.
So that group, basically now the four of you, as you mentioned, Chathushka, you and Prasanga, and the two names that you just mentioned are from SLIIT. But you, Kasun, are from a different background. What made you get along with this clique?
Actually, we met in RoboFest 2010. 2011.
Okay.
So for that competition, I made an image processing robot. So they also made another robot from their side. So we met on that competition, and we just exchanged our technologies with us. So after that, for RoboFest 2011, they called me back because they also wanted to make an image processing robot. So then we made up and share our ideas, and we actually build up a friendship. So we thought, why don't we apply for international robotic competition together as a combined team.
All right,
Right,
so
so
interesting, five of you all.
Indeed, yes. And when it comes to International Robotics Challenge, now this is an international competition, of course. First of all, you do have the competition in Sri Lanka, and then you go abroad,
Yes.
is it? So I think, Prasanna, if you might tell us, what is this competition all about, and how did you all proceed to the international level itself?
Well, the competition is called International Robotics Challenge. It's a part of technological exhibition organized by IIT. The exhibition is called Techfest.
Right.
They have so many competitions, and IRC, or the International Robotics Challenge, is the international challenge and the main event of competitions. So there were about 16 teams there, representing 8 countries, and teams who perform well and placed in local challenges get qualified for the international challenge. So in our case, we won the SLRC, Sri Lanka Robotics Challenge, which is organized by University of Moratuwa in 2012, and get qualified for the international challenge.
Right. So, Chathushka, how did, now he mentioned that you all met up in RoboFest, of course. So, RoboFest is another competition that is taking place year-wise. So, how did the experience of RoboFest itself enable you to come up with this particular achievement?
Well, actually, it helped us a lot. Especially, we managed to participate for the both RoboFest in 2011 and 12. So we made mistakes, a lot of mistakes, and we learned things. And through these 2 years, we learned a lot of things, and so it helped us a lot in this.
And talking about going abroad for this, you all went to India for the competition, and talking about the competition itself, and how was the competition from the other countries? As Prasanga mentioned, there were 16 other teams that participated with you all. So what did they come out with, and what did you all get to learn from their inventions?
From their inventions, actually, their mechanical structures are, some structures were so advanced, Advanced means they build particularly some structures for this task only. So those techniques were awesome. But in the sense of this, for a competition, simplicity is helping a lot when you actually perform and when you are in stress on that time, because
That's true.
it's a really stress time for everyone at the final round and all that. So those kind of in those kind of situations, simplicity helps a lot. Most of the robots were simple, but some were made so advanced, so they on that situation they have to think a lot when they need to change something.
Indeed, yes, that's very much important. And with that, we'll talk more about what they have produced and what they have come up with after this short music break. Stay tuned to Rise and Shine. Right, welcome back to Rise and Shine, and as we promised you, we do have this robot right here with us, and Kasun, you're ready to do a demonstration. First of all, why don't you tell us as to what this robot is going to do and how you all actually made it, perhaps the technology is used.
Yeah, the robot is made to actually demonstrate some warehouse application.
Right.
So this is a small scale version that they ask us to build. So each and every team need to fulfill the task. That means each and every team has to build this type of robots. So first, there is a manual robot. It should takes the autonomous robot with it inside, and it should place the autonomous robot on the arena.
Right.
After that, autonomous robot should track the boxes, whatever the boxes in the arena, and bring it back to the manual robot. Manual robot should place it. There are different locations for each
Right.
boxes, and there is another box called key block.
Right.
That is the actual key to open the untraveled area.
Okay.
So after placing the key block on that special area, so it can travel to the other area and place the final block.
All right.
Right, so why don't we go for a demonstration?
Sure.
Kasun?
So you can see whatever the place the box is placed, it can detect it and finally bring back to the manual robot.
Right, Chathushka, so starting from the local competition, now Kasun mentioned that you all had the local competition and then you all went international. So what was the task like in the local competition?
Yeah, the task, there are two main parts. The one is, actually there were two blocks involved. One is the intruder block, that is called intruder block, and the other one is a key block. The first part is to find the key block.
Right.
Find the intruder block. So the autonomous bot travels through the grid, and the block is placed randomly at the grid, and he finds it, and it bring it back to the autonomous bot, and he collects it, and then he gives it, the Autobot another block, the key block, and the Autobot has to place it in a fixed location that is previously defined.
So that's basically to do with here local competition. Now in the local competition, how many competitors did you all have apart from?
Yeah, there were like 20 teams, 14 from University of Moratuwa, and some other teams from Ruhuna, Peradeniya, German Tech, and Open University and Sri Lankan SLIIT.
Alright, I think we do have a clip where you all won the local competition with us. We'll have a look at that as well, probably talk through this.
Here you can see the manual robot performing. Actually, Chathushka is the one who operated. Without his accuracy, we wouldn't be able to win that competition. So the manual robot should manual robot is now placing the autonomous robot in the correct location. Now you can see the autonomous robot is searching for the block while navigating itself. So here finally it found the box. So now it has to bring the box to the manual robot for the depositing point. This is the dedicated place for that intruder blocks. After that, there is another box. We have to give it to the autonomous robot to place it for the in the exact location.
Right, so Prasanga, internationally, how was the competition like? Now, this is the local competition, and this was the final round of the local competition, of course. So, internationally, how was it like?
Well, the task was not so different, but we had another sub-task. There we had to assemble a block. There were two parts, male and female, so a manual robot had to assemble them and give the assemble block to the autonomous one. So then the autonomous one had to carry the assembly block to the final goal. So that was the task, and there was a bridge to navigate, and task was not so different, but with sub tasks like that.
Right. So, talking about the technology that was used in order to create this robot, I think that's also something that is important. So,
yes.
When it comes to the modules that you all learned, so what's the technology?
The technology is basically we used microcontrollers to program these robots. So, in kind of thing, always the mechanical structures should be simple in these kind of competitions. Always wins the algorithm. And we need a little bit of luck too. In the technology sense,
because after all, when it comes to RoboFest, I've seen like they do bring the robots, and
yes.
finally, like at the last moment, it doesn't work, or
yeah.
due to lighting conditions, something goes wrong.
Yes, that happens.
Yeah. So how did you manage everything, and when it comes to technology-wise?
Technology-wise, the main problem is lighting. For infrared, we also used infrared sensors for this robot. Infrared is effective for lighting conditions. For that, we used an ultrasonic sensor in front of the robot. You can see in here. This is the ultrasonic sensor, and this is the ultrasonic, and here you can see the IR sensor, infrared sensor. Both are capable of detecting objects.
Right.
So, if this IR sensor unable to find an object, the ultrasonic will. So whatever the lighting condition is, it doesn't depend, because always there is a backup plan. Mm-hmm. That is the main thing, that if you are going to participate for a competition, if you want to do it in a proper manner, we always need to have a backup plan. And the other things are, we used servo motors for controlling hands and all that. Those are modules, but mainly the navigation algorithm is the powerful one. It's actually it's a software. Mm-hmm. Software means we build that, our own navigation algorithm. So it is the most interesting part in this robot.
How is the task of the building of the algorithm?
The algorithm is actually it's not a simple thing, because we have to consider all the possible situations, and it's like a rule base. We have to program, and we need to confirm the robot can manage any situation that it might get faced while performing. So actually as my previous experience too, from that those experience also helped me to build this navigation algorithm. So it took me actually about a month to come out with the algorithm and build it and test it.
Right.
All right, it's time for us to take another break on Rise and Shine. When we come back, we'll talk to Kasun, Prasanga and Chathushka about their invention and who actually helped them out with regards to coming out with this robot. For the All right, welcome back to watching Rise and Shine Tuesday edition. It's 15th of January. We are in conversation with Kasun, Prasanga and Chathushka, who have actually won the International Robotics Challenge held in India. With regards to that only, we have had a small demonstration as well. We do have the clip where they won the competition in India also ready for us. We'll have a look at that and then talk about it.
This was the international robotic competition that we have participated. This was held in IIT University Mumbai. So there were two teams performing against each other. This is a knockout match. As the finalist, Bangladesh was the opponent team. So you can see they are performing on the left side and we are on the right side. So here, that's me switching on the robot.
So basically it's Kasun, if I may ask, whoever who completes the task first wins the competition.
Yeah, the timing is not relevant in this knockout match, because whoever the robot team which put the final block on that bridge, middle of the bridge wins.
Right.
Will wins.
So is it just one object or there are two objects?
There were 3 boxes actually.
Okay.
This is the key block. Sorry, this is the intruder block. So we have to place it under the bridge, and there were another 2 blocks also placed under the bridge. So now the manual bot is picked to unlock the arena, unlock the untraveled area. The untraveled area is mentioned as the bridge. So we cannot go to the bridge until we put this box on this place. Here the algorithm-wise robot is working as a step sequence. So until it knows that it place the key block on the specific location, it won't go to the bridge, or it won't travel other side.
So how was the testing procedure itself to come up to this level? I think it would have required a big testing procedure, isn't it?
Yes, yes. The testing procedure was actually, we took a month for that. We didn't, you can see finally it put the key block, the assembly block on the place, and we won that one. So the in the testing procedure, we took a month or half a month or something like that time period.
So you all had to test it in different tracks also?
No, the same track but in different conditions.
Right.
There were nodes like here. We cannot travel. Travel through these nodes, to these areas.
Okay.
So those black areas can be in any place. Before we perform, we had a dry run. That means the autonomous robot going to map the whole area and find where are the nodes.
All right.
Then it will before it travels, it row path, the shortest path. Then it travels to the shortest path while detecting obstacles and all that. In testing, we had many difficult things because in code-wise program, if we add a function, the autonomous robot get freeze.
Okay.
We couldn't find that bug. We don't know what is happening. So.
All right, welcome back. You are watching Rise and Shine. So Chathushka, you're probably the main man, as Kasun mentioned, when it came to handling the manual robot. And how was it like, the atmosphere and the challenge that you had, because making sure that the autonomous robot actually had the object at the right place at the right time?
Yeah, the main thing was it was really simple. We made it really simple, so it was so easy to handle this thing. And you can see here, we only used 2 buttons here. There are 2 buttons, only 2 buttons and 2 sticks. Right? You can take any action using these 4 controls. And here
So
you can see.
yeah, we'll go for a demonstration.
Yeah. This is how it grab a box using its own arm, and it can travel here and there. And again, it can place it like that. Yeah, at the final rounds, it was really it wasn't that yeah, like it was easy, not that hard, because because of model, it was really simple.
Controls are much easier.
Yeah, controls are much easier. So unlike others, some people have a lot of complex designs, but when it comes to the final rounds,
Simplicity helps a lot.
yeah,
is it?
yeah.
And in fact, how did the modules that you've learned help you in this? Because after all, you need to have a good foundation and a good background to come up with this type of final output.
Well, in the university we learn microprocessor-based systems, control systems, analog and digital electronics, and engineering practice. Like those are the modules that help a lot, because they laid the foundation for robotics, and other things we learn ourselves. But those modules that we learn in university help us a lot.
And what about you now? These 2 are from the IIT itself, and you're from a different university. So how is the background that you created in order to come up with this?
Actually, the first one, my first robot is a line following robot. I won that competition too in 2008 in ISL. So I didn't had any experience on electronics, or any physical, mechanical parts, any of that. From that competition I learned, but there is a subject called microprocessor and interfacing in our university, so I had done before participating for that competition. So the knowledge from that subject was a big help for me, because we did a different processor, basic processor, and for the competition they asked us to build a robot from another processor. So interfacing one from another is a hard thing. So because we are, in my point of view, it's hard to interface something that we already don't know in a short time. I had only 3 months to build that. So after that I won a couple of competitions through 2010. So those experience helped me a lot, because we won't learn something until we won't practically do it.
Certainly,
because yeah, theories are there, but if we don't used to practice it, it doesn't matter how much we know. Always the practical ones wins on the outside.
That's pretty true.
Indeed.
And Chathushka, if I may ask you, who actually helped you when it comes to and studies, because it's not just winning the competition. Now you all have won the international competition as well. It's a great achievement when it comes to Sri Lankans. We all should be proud of it. But who helped you out when it comes to family and friends?
Yeah, there are a few bodies to mention, especially my parents. They let us do our own work, do whatever we want in our own home. We had good. It was a good advantage, and also I should mention our teachers. Dr. Rohana Tilakumara, he's our department head, and he helped us a lot. And the coordinator of our RoboFest, he's Dr. Lasantha, and he also helped us a lot. And also our beloved teacher, Mr. Nimsari. I would like to thank you all.
And what about you both as well?
Well, we should thankful to Chathushka's parents for
really.
because
Because,
we technically lived there for some
Right.
time.
Yeah, the whole upstairs was ours.
Okay.
It's like a workshop on there. And and for my side, I would like to especially thanks for my parents, because they helped me a lot while it was in need. They pushed me, and they encouraged me to do participate and all that. And I would also like to mention Dr. Uday Kumar and Dr. Udukama and my project supervisor, Dr. Engineer Janaka Basnayaka. So, all those people, those teachers helped me and encouraged me to participate, go and participate, do whatever things you want in the lab. So we don't mind, go and pick any controller you want and build anything you want. Like, that's first the encouragement I get from teachers. So it helps me a lot to gain knowledge and gain my experience.
So future plans? You're hoping to take this career ahead in robotics, or what are you planning to do?
Well, we are planning to form a robotics in
That's pretty
IIT,
interesting, yeah.
because last year also we had some workshops and lectures, but from this year onwards we are planning to form a society and help students who are willing to participate in competitions. So that is, and also we invited to participate in there's a lecture series organized by SLIIT for school students who are participating in school category of the RoboFest, and we are also invited to deliver some lectures there, and we are going for them as well.
Yeah, to tell you a little bit about the RoboFest, anyone can participate. There are two categories so you can choose undergraduate category and the school category. Right. So those who are willing to participate, no matter the school student or undergraduate, you can participate there. It is to be held on I think September, right? Yes. Yeah, September every year.
Right.
All right, with that, it's time for us to wind off today's edition of Rise and Shine. Thanks a lot, Kasun, Prasanga and Chathushka, for coming in and with the two robots that you all have and the competition that you all won. All the best for your future endeavors as well. And it's time for me and Buddhima to say goodbye on Tuesday edition. See you same time, same place tomorrow as well. Bye-bye.